Well, hey there. Well, y'all, I hope you're having a good day. I'm having an all right day, but oh my gosh. I checked the temperature earlier and it was 110. I'm not sure if that was the hottest part of the day when I checked it, but it was really bad. It's still really bad, even though the sun's going down. It's a little bit cooler where I'm sitting, and actually a little bit cooler out here than it is in the house. Yeah, I got my power bill today. I've been dreading it because I have been running the air conditioner a lot this month because it has been so hot, like 113 and 110, things like that. So I've been running it a lot. And I was expecting that it was going to be probably double what it was last month. Oh no, way more than double. Way more than double. I almost fell over when I picked up my bill because my landlady, she like sits it on my table out there. She gets the bill and then she gives it to me, and it is my bill. There's no mistake. It's mine. Yeah, I was quite shocked. I got it right here. Yeah, I'm not really sure, like, what these charges are. Sorry. Yeah, I picked a perfect time as usual to start doing this with traffic and everything. Um, I always pay my bill on time or close to on time. It's usually on time. And I always pay it in full. So this is not past charges added on or anything. It's really confusing to me. I don't understand it because the actual bill was 1,337.97 baht. That's the actual bill. But the amount owed is 1,784.29 baht. They charge a 7% something fee. And then there's some other 321.40 baht fee that I have absolutely no idea what it is. Literally 321 baht of some charge that is not clear. I used my little translator thing to try to figure it out. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what that is. But it says the actual electric bill is that 1,300 and something, which was approximately double what my last bill was. So who knows? So yeah, I wasn't very thrilled about that. So today, after getting that bill, I suffered in the heat inside all day. I kept I have this cooling towel that I wet it and then I keep it in the freezer so it's frozen solid, and then I get it out, and because I use it a lot of times when I'm going on a bike ride into town or something and it's really hot, I'll take it with me, and it's like it thaws out in a matter of seconds. I mean, it really does not take long for it to thaw. So I keep that. I was like using that all day. Just I kept, getting it out of the freezer. I'd use it to try to cool off with, and then I would wet it down again, put it back in the freezer, and I just did that on and off all day long until the sun was over here. As once the sun gets over here and it starts coming in, it is literally like a preheated oven in that house. It is so hot that I turned on the air for, I'd say, probably about an hour. And I just turned it off before I came out here. So I had it on for about an hour because I was just, I felt like I was going to die in there. It was so hot. I couldn't even breathe. even with the windows open. It was horrible. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stop running the air conditioner so much because that is just crazy. I mean, yeah, you're welcome to do the currency conversion, and you're gonna go, and if especially if you live in America, you're gonna go, that's hilarious. You're complaining about basically a $50 electric bill. Yeah, in Thailand, yes. Yes. I can tell you in January when I got my bill and I was like expecting it to be a lot because I had Christmas lights going like constantly. But I switched this last year to the LED strip lights that use a lot less electricity. I was expecting it to be a lot in January. My bill in January was about 244 baht, I think. Like literally like under 300 baht for the month of December. And now I'm paying almost 1800 baht. So yeah, and here, because it's a completely different economy here. So yeah, that for here that's a lot. Just like with my haircut the other day, I was complaining about having to pay 300 baht for the haircut, and somebody had pointed out to me that that really, in comparison with America, that's not much, and it's not. I mean, it's she's totally right. It was like when I did the conversion, I was like, I really shouldn't complain because I basically paid like $9 for my haircut, which is cheap. But it was the principle of the thing for me. That's why I was upset about it, because it was the principle of the thing that I've never paid that much before. And unfortunately, Thailand is very known for taking advantage of foreigners, especially Americans, because they see Americans as all being rich, like we're all rich people. I am so far from being rich. It's pathetic. It's like I'm nowhere near being rich. That's why I ride a bicycle. That's my transportation, and it's like, no, I'm not rich by any means. So for me, it was kind of more of the principle of the thing. I just felt like, they're taking advantage of me because I'm a foreigner, and especially being American. They're just thinking, oh, well, I can charge her a lot more because of that, because they do that here. I mean, that's a well-known fact. That is a fact. It's not anything that, I'm making up or anything like that. It's known that, you can go somewhere, and if you're a Thai person and you're wanting something, they might say it's, 100 baht. If you're a foreigner and you walk up and you want that same exact thing, they'll say it's like 500 baht. They're because they feel like, you're a foreigner, so, we can do that and you'll pay it if you want it. So that's just a fact. So anyway, yeah, so I've been suffering in the heat all day. It was horrible. 110 degrees, and I don't even know what it was inside. I'm sure it was a lot more than that, because it was amazing to me how I would come outside of the house and it felt like it was 20 degrees cooler out here than it was in the house. And if it was 110 out here, that means it was probably more like 120, 130, something like that. I don't even know. I mean, it was unreal, the difference in the temperature from inside and out. Horrible, horrible. And the cats have been miserable today too, because they've been laying there on the bathroom floor, because it's like a tile. I mean, the whole place is tiled. But for some reason in the bathroom, it's cooler. And both of them were laying in there on the floor, sleeping today. Oh my gosh. Oh, and speaking of the cats, Poppy got his final leukemia shot today, his vaccine. And I asked the vet, and I knew it was going to change. Last time when I asked him, I said, okay, once he gets that final leukemia vaccine, how long will it be before he can be around Lightning? Because Lightning has feline leukemia, which is why it's important to keep them separated. So I asked him today. Last time he said 2 to 3 weeks. Today he said a month. So we're not done waiting yet, but at least he's gotten it done, and he's doesn't have another one of those shots until a year from now. So at least that's good. Lord. So now that I'm happy that that's out of the way, and now it's just another month of waiting before Lightning can possibly come back in the house again. Although I have to admit, I kind of wish he wouldn't come back in the house again. I hate to say that, but Lightning unfortunately sprays, even though he's neutered. I had him neutered, but because he wasn't neutered as a young kitten before he started spraying, he sprays, and he's done it in the house before, and it is a nightmare and a half to get rid of that smell. It is almost impossible to get rid of, and sometimes you can't even figure out where the smell is coming from. So it's just like, oh my God. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that gross stuff. So, as you probably saw from the thumbnail, yesterday I was talking about that round thing. Well, this is the round thing that I was talking about. I actually had a hard time finding this today. I went to several places and nobody had them. And then I went to this one little place that I rarely ever go to that's just right down the street. They actually had them. I asked the guy, I said, "This isn't durian?" And he said no. Because I wanted to make sure, because I was looking it up. Once I got this home, I took a picture of it on that Google thing or whatever, where you can like take a picture and you can search for whatever it is. These are, for some reason, everything I found calls these things spring rolls. Now, in America, you would be like, what? A spring roll is nothing like this. This is not anything like a spring roll in America. But that's what they're calling these. And apparently, I'm going to set this down because this is getting hard to hold. It's just so dang bright that I don't know how to keep it from being so bright. Apparently, they make a bunch of different kinds. Like I had mentioned yesterday, there are different flavors, different types. I'm not sure which type this is. He says it's not durian, but I don't know what it is, and I honestly don't know if this is going to taste good or not, because I've had some that are good and some that are not. So I don't know if this is the good one, but I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to find out, because I'm really curious. Because when I looked it up, I was actually looking on Lazada, because you can order them on Lazada. Surprise, surprise. And there were different ones listed. Some of them said that they were coconut. And other ones, God, I swear, this traffic is unreal. This is what I was talking about, too. This, like, printed pattern thing that kind of flakes off of here. Some of these were coconut. Some were some other kind of flavor. There's some that have egg in it. See how this flakes off right here? I'm hoping, oh no, this one does look like it has the egg thing in it. Ugh. I don't care for those usually. That's what it looks like. Yeah, this one's probably one that I won't like. But I'm going to try it and see. It's not bad. A little stale. This little shop I go to, some of the things that they have sitting out have probably been there for a long, long time. This is probably one of them that's been there for a while. It's pretty stale. So I'm not sure if that's the egg. It's crumbly, so I'm not really sure. I hope I don't get ill. Technically, these are like a Chinese thing, I think. I don't think this is not like a Thai thing, but it's something they eat here. But it's sweet. Yeah, I'm not sure. If it weren't stale, it actually would be good. This is one of the better ones. Because some I've had have just been like really strange. It didn't have a really good flavor. This one's not bad. Mm. I brought me some Southern style sweet iced tea to have just in case it was like wretched and I needed something to help. God, that dang lighting is just shit. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, that's the round thing. That's called a spring roll, I guess. Or at least that's the translation, because I kept translating it on different things because I kept looking it up because I thought that can't be right. I thought it must be just like a weird translation on this one I'm looking at. But I looked at a whole bunch of different ones and they all translated to spring roll. So, not like any spring roll I've ever had, but anyway, I don't know why they don't like tell you which kinds they are, since they do make different flavored ones and different types. Some that has the egg thing in it and some that don't, and some are like beans and some are coconut and all. I mean, there's like all these different ones, but they all look the same. And when you go into one of these little shops like this to get these, they just all look like this, and there's nothing printed on it that tells you which kind it is. So you're just like guessing at it. It's just, I don't know, this one's really stale. But yesterday I was talking about how that one time that I did go buy one at the 7-Eleven, they charged me like 127 baht for the thing, and I was like, what? Yeah, this was 20 baht. Okay, this is typically what you will pay. They had different sizes. They had this one, which was 20 baht. They had a little one that was a little bit smaller than this for 10. And then they had one that was bigger than this. It was like 30. And that's typically, sorry, y'all. That's typically what you're going to pay for these things. So that 127 baht thing, I don't care that it was a durian one. I don't think that that makes a difference, because when I was looking on Lazada and I saw some that were the durian ones, they were the same price. They were like basically the same price as all the other ones were. So I think what they ended up doing is, I think that somehow when they entered in the prices on those things, I think somehow they were charging me the price for the entire box of those things, because it was like a box that was sitting there that had a bunch of these in them. And I think that the box itself, if I had bought the entire thing, it was probably 127 baht. And somehow it rang up as one being that price. Anyway, that's why today I was like, I'm not going to buy one from 7-Eleven because I didn't know if it was going to be durian again, and I certainly was not going to pay 127 baht for one. So, anyway, somebody's over there. I don't know who. I think that's, yeah, some of them hens again. Sorry. So yeah, y'all, so that's about it for today. As far as anything exciting, I've got my round thing, spring roll. Don't y'all start that fighting. I suffered in the heat, and now, I mean, it feels really good sitting here. I mean, it's still hot, but oh my God, compared to what I had to go through today, sitting in there, it was so unreal, y'all. It was horrible. Horrible. I don't know how I'm going to manage to do this every day, sitting in there without the air on, because It's an oven. It is. It's like a freaking oven in there. Oh, and I didn't get to tell you this. I woke up this morning at like 4 something because I heard thunder. And I heard something. I'm like, what is that I'm hearing? It was raining. I couldn't believe it. We haven't had rain, and I don't even know how long we needed it. But I was sitting in there all paranoid about my plants. I was sitting there going, oh God. And I was debating on coming out here to cover some of my plants because my succulent plants, those that are in those little things up on the wall, the little pink and green thing right there, those, from the things I've read, are not supposed to get a lot of water. They're supposed to you're supposed to let the soil dry out in between waterings. And it said rain can kill them. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like sitting in there seriously thinking about coming out here and covering those things. But the rain didn't last for a whole long time. It lasted long enough to wet things down pretty good, which was nice because we needed the rain bad. And I was also worried about that other little plant over there, which you can't see, with the pink flowers on it. Because my landlady, I asked her yesterday how much I should be watering it. She said, don't overwater it because it'll kill it. And I'm thinking, oh God, because I had just watered it. And then we get this rain that no one, I don't think, expected. So I was just like paranoid. And I was even worried about these plants because these aren't, the lady that I got them from said to water them every day. But the information that I was reading on what I could find on them anyway was saying that they should only be watered like once a week or something. That's what I mean. It's like so hard to know exactly what to do because everything's like always conflicting. It's very difficult to find direct answers on stuff. Y'all, I have gone on for over 22 minutes. I didn't realize I had talked this long. So I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up now because I know a lot of people don't like long videos. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the round thing. And, oh, and there's Lightning. There he is. Lightning Bolt. He's the leukemia cat. So anyway, I'm going to go. But I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody. And I will see you later.